Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Wheelhouse. Captain Eric here, and we are still at the dock, and we're not moving today. We're actually staying put. Our intention was to come into Cambridge for one night and explore the town that evening, and then head back out. Then the weather, we got the weather reports and started looking at what was coming our way, and the winds were picking up, especially further up the bay, closer to Rock Hall, Maryland. So just past Annapolis, the bay opens back up towards Baltimore and all that, and the winds were kicking up, and we're showing to have, you know, over 20 knots of wind again. Especially on a wide area of the bay, when the winds kick up, the waves and the chop does build up, and it's, even though the boat can handle it, we were just getting tired of being battered. And it's supposed to be rainy. It did rain pretty much all day yesterday, and so we decided that we'd stay one more day here in Cambridge. That was yesterday. We spent an extra day here in Cambridge. After that, we walked around town, we checked things out. It was May the 4th be with you. So I guess they had a big Star Wars themed block party going on downtown, where they had all sorts of vendors. And Cambridge is actually a pretty artsy community. There's a lot of art galleries here that we've noticed. And we checked out a couple of those, and then also went into a small grocery store in town, picked up some Amish raisin cinnamon bread. I used that to make some French toast this morning for breakfast. That was really yummy. And besides that, that's been about it. We've been watching the weather again. The weather is kind of more of the same today. Winds are not supposed to be as bad, but still they're kicking up again on that section of the bay. And tomorrow it's looking like the winds really lighten up quite a bit. So we're gonna stay here at the dock again for one more night, and just kind of take the time to recharge our batteries, to relax. We had nice hot showers. One of the things that's happened to us on this trip is our water heater gave out and started leaking water into the bilge, so we were losing all our fresh water from the water heater itself. So I got to replace the water heater, and because of that, I've isolated the tank, so I was able to shut down the water going to and coming from the tank. And what that does, of course, is we have no hot water on board. So we've been relying on the engines and the engine room. It gets warm enough in there that at the end of a full day of running, you do have a little bit of warm water. Let's call it warm water. It's not cold, but it's not hot. It's warm water, and it's been cool here. It's been really, you know, quite cool and damp, and like I said, having a nice hot shower felt really good. So yeah, we're here at the marina for another day. Tomorrow morning we're going to get off the dock, probably get off even earlier than what I would normally get off, just because it's a pretty easy in and out of here. It's not too difficult at all to get out of here. So we'll get off the dock and get going. There weren't, when we came in here, there weren't a ton of crab pots in this immediate area. So we're gonna get going early so we can get to our anchorage up the Sassafras River at a decent time tomorrow. And then after that, we make our big jump and we run offshore. So we'll run from the Sassafras across the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal, which connects the Chesapeake and Delaware Bay together, and then we'll run down the Delaware Bay, round Cape May, and continue up the Atlantic coast of New Jersey. making our way all the way up to New York Harbor. We'll go through New York Harbor, through New York into the Hudson, and then we're going to stop at an anchorage on the Hudson called Haverstraw Bay. Once we get into the Hudson, then the weather really doesn't bother us that much. You know, we're fairly protected there on the Hudson, no matter where the wind is actually coming from. There's some anchorages that do help us, but I'm not concerned. I'm not overly concerned about anchoring out too much in the Hudson, and especially Haverstraw Bay. We've stayed in Haverstraw Bay a few times, and it tends to be one of our go-to spots to stay before jumping on the outside. So a lot of people stage in Sandy Hook, and we'll just stage at Haverstraw Bay and just run. So that's the plan. Should all go well. I've checked again the forecast windows for Tuesday, Wednesday, and it looks like we've got good weather. Once we get around Atlantic City and Barnegat, then we're going to hit a little bit lumpier seas, not much. Basically, the seas are forecast to be 2 feet pretty much the whole way, except for that area where the seas build up to 3 feet. But still, that's not so bad. And then once we pass Barnegat and we head up towards the Sandy Hook, that whole area there, and coming into New York, the seas drop back down to 1 foot. So it's that's pretty good for the Atlantic. We're not going to complain about that. But it's also why we want to get a good rest here, because once we do leave here, it's going to be pretty much 3 days of running non-stop. We'll have the one day that'll bring us all the way up to our anchorage in the Sassafras River, and that's roughly a 12-hour day, so that's a long run. And then after that, we run for 48 hours straight and get ourselves into Haverstraw. From Haverstraw, we'll probably visit Kingston on the Hudson. And Kingston on the Hudson is a nice little town to go and visit. We'll go there and tie up there for the night, and then make our way to Shady Harbor, which we're going to stay put in Shady Harbor for a little while. We've got it booked for about a month. That's going to give me time to get down to Florida, go pick up the truck, bring the truck back up to New York, and then from there, I've got a bunch of things that I'd like to order for the boat to make some repairs on the boat, a new antenna system, get a hot water tank and install that. So that'll be the order of business once we get to Shady Harbor, and we'll get the boat ready to head through the Erie Canal and into Canada. So we should be in Trenton, Ontario early June. So probably the second week of June we should be, if everything goes well with the weather and everything else, we should be easily into Trenton, Ontario, where we are going to moor up there for the whole summer, right up until mid-September, when we'll be making our run back. So anyways, just a little bit of an update on everything that's going on. The boat mechanically, everything is fine. Comfort wise, we're like I said, we're living on cold water. Not the most comfortable, but it is what it is. We've roughed it before. This isn't our first rodeo with having to do that kind of thing. So that's what we're up to. That's where we're at. We're gonna probably, it's raining a little bit this morning. It's been raining on and off this morning, but more kind of sprinkles than solid rain like we had yesterday. So we're probably, I'm thinking we might get out and explore the town a little bit more, and that's about it. So I'll sign off for now, and we'll keep you posted. We should be back on the water, moving on the water again, nice and early tomorrow morning. So look for it.